Afternoon everyone, little video update for you. For those of you who don't know, Keziah is now a type 1 diabetic and she has been since September of this year. What is diabetes, you might ask? Well, type 1 diabetes is where your pancreas decides it no longer wants to produce any insulin and
Early
it just stops. Early retirement for your pancreas. So for Keziah that means that she has to understand the glucose levels in her blood and apply insulin accordingly. And so the way that she finds out about her blood glucose levels is to use one of these finger prickers here, and so she'll use that to prick her finger, and then once she's pricked her finger she'll pop the little bit of blood onto one of these little strips here, and then she takes that little strip and inserts it into this machine here, and this little machine here will tell her what the blood glucose level is in her blood. And so that then helps us to know how much insulin she may or may not need to help her get through her day. And the way that she gets the insulin is from one of these pens here. This is an insulin pen that has a little needle on the end here, and that just gets injected into her tummy each day, and that's how Keziah gets her insulin. One of the challenges that you have with managing diabetes is that you do have to deal with the highs and you also have to deal with the lows. And so when you go low it's called
hypoglycemia,
and when you go high it's called
hyperglycemia.
So we have had, unfortunately, over the last month an incident where Keziah did have a hypo or a really, really bad low, and that was in the middle of the night, and that resulted in a trip in an ambulance into hospital, and that wasn't really very pleasant for us to have to deal with. So one of the ways we've been trying to manage that is we've been trying out some technology. Unfortunately the technology that we've been trying out isn't funded. Yeah, not funded here in New Zealand. And so that technology involves a small sensor that you apply to your body, and then the sensor effectively does what we've just talked about, in that it measures the blood glucose levels and it sends that to a receiver, or it can actually send it to your phone as well, and people can then know what your blood glucose levels are. We've done 2 trials now with these sensors, and Keziah, after you've done the 2 trials, what are 3 of the things that you like?
I like how it predicts lows and then I don't have to do as many finger pricks, and another good thing is the arrows, because it tells me if I'm going to go low or if I'm going to go high.
Yeah, and those things are really, really important. And so for us as parents, with the predicting of the lows, there's also alarms, and those alarms go off, and for us they would go off in the middle of the night and they would tell you that there was a low coming, and it would allow us to deal with it. And so that involves mainly at the moment dealing with the lows is about eating lots of sugary things. Keziah's favourite there is the Mentos. And so because none of the technology is funded, we're really hoping that we can reach out to you guys as our friends and our family and hope that you'll help us to fund some of this technology. It costs around $5,000 a year to keep Keziah in the sensors, and so we're hoping that you guys will help us out, and in the new year we're thinking of launching a Give a Little page to help receive donations. So watch out after Christmas and we'll let you know when it's underway. Thank you.
Bye!